Hello, everyone. Welcome to our today's session. I hope you are able to see us very well. Great. So today I would want us to look at high school mathematics. And specifically, I would want us to look at paper 2. Paper 2, a topic from Form 4. Today, I would want us to channel all our energies towards understanding integration very well. But before we do that, I would want to see you great students of ours sharing this. As usual, let's share this. Sharing means caring. Sharing means caring. So we are sharing. So the topic of today is integration. I hope you guys are helping us to share in the various groups that you are members of. It's high school mathematics. High school mathematics, I'm so sure that these will be of help to all of us. If you are parents who have children who are in high school, welcome them. You will benefit out of this. So we are sharing. Great. Now, ladies and gentlemen, when we talk of integration, remember integration falls under calculus. Calculus has got two branches. We have integration and we have what here? Differentiation. We have integration and differentiation. I've looked at differentiation many times with you here, and that is why today I would want us straight away to look at integration. A quick recap. When we talk of differentiation, ladies and gentlemen, differentiation, quick recap. Differentiation is all about gradients. So when we have here y, for instance, equals ax, y equals ax raised to power n. To get dy all over dx, which is all about differentiation, is about dy over dx. To get dy over dx, what do? We drop n down. So we have na, x raised to our new power, which will be what here? N minus 1. So when it comes to differentiation, there are two things. There is this concept of n going down to give us this na, and there is the concept of reducing the power by 1. So if, for example, you are given here y equals 10x raised to power 5, and they want you to differentiate dy over dx, you apply the rule always. So this 5 comes down. giving us 5 times 10, x raised in this case here to 5 minus what here? Minus 1. So then at the end of the day, we will end up having what? 5 times 10 is 50. 50 raised to power what here? X raised to power 4. 50x raised to power 4. 50x raised to power 4. So if you're given, example 2, if you're given y equals 10x, for instance, raised to power 8 plus 40 x squared, then how do we get dy over dx as a quick recap of what we've been doing in these particular classes? So our dy all over dx will be equal to, of course, the 8 has to drop down first, which will give us 80 x raised to a reduced power, which will be 7. 7 plus, here we have 2 coming down, which also coincidentally gives us 80 x raised to a reduced power. X raised to a reduced power. So I'm just introducing this differentiation because it has some connection to do with what here? Integration. To do with integration. So I hope you have been able to get some small little understanding of what we have been doing in our previous class, especially if this is your very first class, which now gives me an opportunity of running with my baton to integration, So I would want us to go to integration right away. I would want us to go to integration right away. Integration right away. Now, as I go to integration, ladies and gentlemen, please, it is not lost on us. The essence of this particular class is to reach out to as many students as possible, And for us to be able to do that, we must keep on sharing. So please share. Just take 1 minute. Don't, in this case here, consume this service, you yourself alone. That will not be very good. Please go there and do what here and share. Go and share. Go somewhere there, hit the share button, share to the various groups that you are in there. Would want people to know that Afri School is the home of innovation, is the home which basically is out there to help people, So we are sharing. I would want to see more than 10 people, watching us. We can't be watched by only 10 with this kind of a product that we have. Let's share. Okay, right. So having shared like that, having done a very good job, now I would want to continue. Now, when we talk of integration comes from, of course, a good English word, which is putting together, right? To integrate is to put together. So integration basically means summation. It means what here? Summation. So if you look at what I'm talking about, here, so if you are given, for example, here, this kind of an analysis, you are given this kind of a function, and then you are told to integrate with respect to dx, with respect to x. How do you get to do this integral, my friends? First of all, I want to bring it to your attention that this is an elongated S. It is an elongated S for what here? For summation. So anytime you see this symbol, which is an elongated S, know that it is a symbol of integration, put together, sum. So then remember the rule of integration. For integration, if you are told to integrate ax raised to n with respect to x, then what we shall get at the end of the day will be ax raised to n plus 1 all over n plus 1. So in this case here, we increase the power by 1, and then we divide by the new power. We raise the power by 1, and then we divide by the new power. And don't forget that for integration, we normally include a constant k, Perhaps your teacher uses c, no problem. Go with the symbol that your teacher uses. For me, in this particular case, I prefer k. So in this case here, the k is the constant of integration. K is the constant of what here. So unlike differentiation, for integration, you must always be adding a constant. For integration, you must always be including that constant. It's important for you to know that. If you forget putting that constant, then you will never be able to get these particular questions correctly. You'll always be having a problem there. So if, for example, you are told here to integrate 7x raised to 6, I don't have to keep on writing the dx. If I'm told to do that integration, how will I be able to do it? Could you kindly try it first of all and post your answer in that particular comment? Those of you who are following us on Facebook, try this integral and write to us the answer as a comment on Facebook. Is there any student who is online who is able to give us this particular answer? I'm also there trying to get your answers, trying to see whether there is somebody who has gotten this right so they can get my morning present. Okay. So far there's no one who has gotten this. Allow me to do it because of time. So we are told here to integrate 7x raised to power 6. So how do we do the integration, ladies and gentlemen? It's quite easy. You increase the power by 1. So increasing the power by 1, that will give us x raised to 7 because it is 6 plus 1. Divide by the new power. Don't forget the constant of integration, which is k. So then this 7 and 7 cancels out, leaving us with x raised to 7 plus k. How about this one? If you're told here to integrate, ladies and gentlemen, 3x squared plus say 2x. It has got many terms, but doesn't matter how many terms we have. What we shall do is to integrate one term at a time. Integrate one term at a time. So integrating one time at a time, we start with this. I can see the power is 2. Integration is all about increasing the power by 1. So we'll talk of 3x raised to power what? 3. divide by the new power, which is 3. Plus, we have here 2x. Of course, there is an implied raised to 1 there. So I want to increase that 1 by 1, which will give me a new power of 2. Never forget to divide by the new power. After finishing integrating all the terms, I must come and add k, the constant of integration. So at the end of it all, we'll have here this canceling. Also, those ones will cancel out, giving us x cubed plus x squared plus k, plus k, plus k. So I'd want to give you one you try yourselves. It's important that we have these things. So if you're given, for example, ladies and gentlemen, here, if you're given 3x plus 10, 3x plus 10. So could you kindly try this? This is your classwork. You are told to integrate this particular function here. You integrate that particular function there, integrate that function. It's important, integrate the function. So remember, as you do this, don't forget to share whatever you are seeing there. Whatever you are seeing there on Facebook, please share it out on your timelines. That is the only sure way of helping us over here at AfriSchool. Please share. So what do we have? So what you're going to do here is to integrate one term at a time. So we start with this term here. Of course, it has got raised to power 1, which is implied. So when you integrate, then this will be 3x raised to power 2, because integration is about adding. But again, never forget to divide by the new power. Plus, this is a constant. Remember, in differentiation, constants always disappear. But for us here, ladies and gentlemen, constants do not disappear. Integration is about putting things together. So for us here, whenever you see a constant, always introduce the variable to it. Introduce the variable. You can't also leave it the way it is. Whenever you see a constant, always introduce the variable of integration there, which is x. So this becomes 10x plus what here, somebody? Plus k. Now, if you want to go to this mathematics of trying to prove why are we adding this x here, remember this 10 is exactly the same as saying 10x raised to power 0. So anytime, ladies and gentlemen, I have any number raised to power 0, that number is as good as 1. So this is the same as saying 10 times 1, which is what here, which is 10. So then if you want me to integrate this from here, what I'll do is to come and increase the power by 1. So that we'll talk of 10x raised to power 1 all over the new power, which is 1, which will end up giving us what we call 10x. The most important thing for us, ladies and gentlemen, which you're supposed to know is that whenever you see yourself having a constant, which these people want you to integrate, simply come and plug in the variable there. So that at the end of the day, this will be 1.5 x squared plus 10x plus k. Plus k. Don't forget that k is the constant of what here? Integration. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the last one, before I look at a past paper question, what if, for example, you are told here to integrate 9x squared plus 4x plus 150? This has got 3 terms. It has got 3 terms, but we don't really panic because of the number of terms, because the integration rule is very clear. We are supposed to integrate one at a time. We are supposed to integrate one at a time. So please come and integrate these. So how do we integrate these? It's quite easy. What you're going to do is to increase the power by 1. So when you increase the power of this term by 1, it was raised to power 2. Now the new term will be x raised to power 3. Don't forget that in integration, you must divide by the new power. Plus, what do we have here? 4x raised to a new power, which is 2 now, all over 2. plus this is a constant. The constant upon integration, the constant takes the variable of the function, which is x. It never disappears. That concept of variables disappearing, values disappearing, constants disappearing is only applicable whenever you're doing differentiation. So here there is nothing that disappears. Whenever you see a constant, always add that constant, or rather add the variable to that constant. And then at the end of the day, don't forget to add the k. Don't forget to add the k. So ultimately, this will cancel this out and leaving us with 3, x raised to power 3, plus this and this is 2, x squared, plus 150x, plus k. Ladies and gentlemen, I would want to pause a little bit for a question, 1 or 2 questions. It's important that we dive into this pool together. It's a mathematical pool. Mathematical pool, it can never be a unidirectional model, no. It's supposed to be an interactive. We are supposed to talk. We are supposed to talk. So any question, any clarification you would really need from us here at Afri School? So remember, at Afri School, we are basically training people online at very subsidized rates. We train you while you are at your home. We train you at your comfort, at the comfort of your home, at very subsidized rates. Like mathematics, I'm the one who teaches this maths. I only charge Kenya shillings 3,500. Kenya shillings 3,500. I'll be able to give you access to pre-recorded videos, and of course the live classes Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you'll allow us, because I'm not able to see any question on the comments. I'm not able to see any question on the comments here. So then if you will allow me, straight away, I will go to questions which we expect to see in our exams. Yeah, I can see very good questions here. Like here, they have told us to integrate these 2 functions. Integrate. So we have here 8x raised to power 3, 8x raised to power 3 plus 3x squared plus 4x plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. Out there. Okay. So I'm experiencing some slight technical error, which you shall be able to change, which you shall be able to rectify in a moment. So please, as we correct that problem, try to ensure that you are sending our good word outside there by sharing